Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and you are watching Kakukoto. Uh, sorry, if you hear some clinking noises, then that's my shirt over here. I'm really sorry about that. But I really wanted to do this video right now, otherwise I think I wouldn't do it at all. Then second of all, thank you very much for everyone who started subscribing or who is a new subscriber. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to my channel. I hope that one of these days I'm able to make an introduction video. But yeah, about that hiatus. Let me check. I really don't remember. It's week 19, so I haven't been here for 7 weeks, almost 2 months. And what can I say? It's been a busy almost 2 months. We've been on a convention for a week where I had to work, and this convention is always really hard for me. It is once a year, and it's basically 6 days of work straight, 10 hours a day, and it's not something I'm used to, and I'm always really exhausted, like for 1 week afterwards. And yeah, after that I really fell into a slump. Like, I did not, you can see that afterwards, I did not manage to write lots of stuff into my journals, and yeah. I feel like I'm on the mend somehow, but yeah. Today I wanted to talk to you about like my Hobonichis and how they evolved throughout this year already, because I know that some people do that like after every month, where they make some kind of reflection. But I noticed some changes in the past weeks, and I wanted to share with you how that has been going. So first I have my Hobonichi Weeks Mega that lives in this Irma cover. Perhaps I'm going to put all the other stuff away for now. So this is my weeks. You've seen me plan in this several times, and I'm still using it, although it's not that pretty anymore. Like I think the last thing you've seen was this, where yeah, I put really cute stickers in, and then I made a video for week 12. That was the week we went on the convention, as I mentioned. And after that, as you can see, I really only did some basic decoration. This was the Easter week where I had some more time, and I also got some new stuff in from AliExpress that I really wanted to try out. But other than that, my weeks have been looking very plain, only the most basic of stuff in here. But I'm still using it. I'm not enjoying it that much, to be honest, but yeah, I still carry it with me. It's still my daily companion. It's here when I want to take some notes, and yeah, I still enjoy it, and I really want to keep using it. Maybe one of these days I'm going to do another plan with me, another pretty plan with me. And yeah, next up is my Hobonichi Techo cousin, which I've been using for the first time this year. And this one lives in the Mina Perhonen Soda Water, I think, cover. There was the cousin size and a Techo, so an A6 size as well. The cousin is the A5. And at first I I'm not using the weekly pages. I meant to use the weekly pages, but to be honest, I'm not a horizontal planner girl. No, not horizontal, vertical, sorry. I really don't enjoy vertical planning. I cannot tell you why, I just don't. I meant to do Japanese lessons in this, like writing down a kanji every day and thus memorizing them more quickly. But I totally did not get around to do that. And so all these weekly pages are empty. And the weekly section, as you can see, is quite a lot of the book. Like they start, yeah, where I've noted it down here. And yeah, there's still enough of the book left, but it's quite a few pages which would stay empty if I would continue using this. I've started using the monthly pages. I'm not using this months at a glance either. I wanted to start tracking in this. Like in previous Hobonichis, I used this for tracking, but as you can see, I totally failed this after even a few days. Then in January, I tracked expenses, but then I noticed that I felt this monthly view was way too precious to do expenses in it. And then in February, I tried for a little bit. What I did in March pretty well is I wrote down some highlights of my day. And I tried to note down only the positive things. Like this one day was when I felt really, really down. So I only wrote down the smiley face or the non-smiley face in this case, but I did not write down why. And in April I did that as well, not as consistent as in March. But yeah, after that, like we're at the beginning of May right now, I totally fell off that wagon. The daily pages started off like that as well. I started to enjoy like these journaling pages, and I tried, even if there was nothing to write, I wrote down a quote, or I did some illustrations, and I guess you could say almost junk journaling. And yeah, I really enjoyed the large pages in the beginning, but after a while it started to feel like a burden as well. Like if I would sit in front of this large empty page, then I would feel the pressure to fill the page as well. And that was somehow really hard for me. I know there's stuff like the Hobonichi challenge on Instagram where you can get daily prompts for, I don't know, illustration, drawing, whatever you want to do with it. But I somehow did not find the time to do this. Again, here's a watercolor. Here I tried out my watercolor pencils as well. So I did do that off and on. Here I prepared a page and never wrote anything down. And up until the start of April, or the mid-April, that's where my pencil board is at. So this is where I meant to write something. Like here I did the decoration, but I did not write anything about that day. And it frustrated me, and at the same time it made me feel sad and exhausted, and all of the above. So I just stopped using this. Also, for those of you who have never had a cousin in their hands, compared to the Techo original or the planner, the English version of the Hobonichi, the cousin is really heavy, and yeah, I don't know, it just didn't excite me anymore. And on top of that, overalls, we were what do you call it? We were traveling a lot. Yeah, I did not remember the word traveling. We were traveling a lot, and lugging this around with me everywhere felt like a burden as well. So the thing that got me excited about journaling again was actually my arts and science cover for my Hobonichi Techo. I originally got this because I wanted to have this cover in my collection. But I meant to do a pet diary in it, or a kind of health diary, like writing down my steps and what I ate. But this turned out not to be the case. I did not find the time to do anything like health diary related in this. That is my dog, and he is dreaming. He is barking in his sleep. So instead, I just did a little illustration in February, and I took this with me to the convention. And that's when I started journaling in this. These are stickers that I got that I did not put anywhere because I find them too precious. And then at the beginning of April, or rather I should say mid-April, like here, the equivalent of the mid-April you saw in my cousin. That's when I started journaling in this in earnest. Like this is Easter, and I've been at it every day since then, very consistently journaling every day. And it's just because, yeah, the page is so small and you can only write so much in this. I don't know what to say. It just feels more natural to me, maybe because I've been doing this for 3 years already. Yeah, it's just easier for me that I have to limit myself. I can be concise and limit myself to the good stuff and not write about all the bad stuff that is happening and pulling me down, which I think is a good thing. I use stickers. I use my sprocket to print out pictures, and I'm starting to decorate the like the beginning of the monthly pages. In the beginning here, I tried not to do the same thing as I did in the cousin. I'm writing a highlight as well, but I'm also recording the weather. I found some cute little washi tape that is in Japanese they call it mishinme. They are perforated so you can get exactly the same size every time, which excites me a lot. That it's just the same size every time. And I record the weather, and I did some kanji over here. Like, this means it's the start of Reiwa, which is the new era in Japan. In case you did not see that, it's the new Tenno ascended the throne on May 1st. And then I wrote some ugly kanji over here. This says Heisei no Owari, so the end of Heisei, the Heisei era. And yeah, I don't know, it's way easier for me somehow. And I like it. I make time to do it every night, if only for 5 minutes. As you could see in the back, I don't pre-decorate the pages. I just do whatever feels right on the day. And yeah, I like it a lot. So other than this little thing, this looks still like pretty brand new, and I look forward to it getting more scratches, or maybe, yeah, prints from my greasy fingers. So this is my journal, like not only from now on, but has been my journal for the past maybe, yeah, 7 weeks. Ever since I did my last video, I think. I enjoy it, and this one will stay. I don't know what I'm going to do with my cousin. I don't want to, yeah, I could rip out the pages, but I've been thinking about doing some junk journaling in this one, because I got like junk journal sets in the past, and they are clearly meant for a larger size, like not for the A6 but more an A5 size, large pieces of cutouts and book pages, old book pages. And if I find the time, then I will do some junk journaling in this. And the other new edition that I did not start my year out with was also from the same order that I ordered the Arts and Science cover in. This is a regular Hobonichi Weeks. This is the plaid cover, which you cannot really guess the color of. It's a navy, red and yellow. As I said, it's a regular week, so it only has 60 something note pages, and I've been using this for work only. So you could say it is an elaborate notebook, and maybe I could have gotten a notebook instead as well, but it's really hard to find hardcover notebooks where I live, and good quality hardcover notebooks as well. I love the Tomoe River paper because I write with pencil all the time, and I've sewn myself and my colleague aprons, and this one fits in one of the pockets of the apron so well. I enjoy it so much. As you can see, I take notes every week with stuff to what to do and what to refill. So apparently not every week, but for the month of April, pretty much every week. That's just notes for work, stuff that people ask me, stuff that I have to research, and yeah, this goes with me to work. And I started decorating it for this week, just to try out some stickers. Like, this is my ugly planner, if you could say this. yeah, I've tried out stamps that I got last weekend, and I used the Hobonichi book band, I think they call it, in red. It complements the planner really well in my opinion, and I just stuck stickers. So this is not stuck down, this is not stuck down either, it just lives in this pocket. Yeah, I just put some stickers here to make it a little more personal, and when I have to take notes, then I use this bookmark and shake my pencil, and then I will just take some notes. So this comes with me to work, and I also used the notes pages in the bag for YouTube notes. So when I was researching for the stationery news episode that I did in February, I wrote down like the prices and which items I researched and stuff, and I want to do that in the future as well. What this taught me is that next year I'm not going to get a week's mega, because I've not been using the notes pages in my week's mega as much as I did last year, and yeah, I'm only on page 35 and it's in the beginning of May. So instead I will get a regular week's, and the notebooks with the tear-out pages that they sell, in case I have some stuff that I want to do for the next years as well. Like this view I did in my previous week's mega as well, where I wrote down where I was at in the TV shows that I'm watching. This is not up to date, apparently. I've not been keeping this up to date, unfortunately, but I really want to start this because it's nice, as I've seen in my last week's mega. It's nice to look back, like what you finished, and I always put like a rating, a star rating, how much I liked it, in case like the next season will be out 3 years from now, then I can look back on this, see how far I've come. And the same went for, I think I did that one for sheet masks, like Korean sheet masks that I tried out, and I just put like 4 out of 5, 1 out of 5, how much I liked it. This is something that I would love to take with me into my next year as well. So yeah, I will probably copy this into a notebook, and also movies that I want to see. I will copy that into a notebook, and then I will have it for the coming years as well. So no more week's mega for me. I will finish this one, of course, but I don't think I will get this again, because before I've used last year's week's mega, I've never used the weeks before. So I have been using the A6 original, the Japanese version, for 3 years now, but it's only my second year in the weeks. The first time in the normal weeks, and the first time in the Hobonichi cousin as well, which I think I'm going to retire now. So yeah, this has been it for my update. If you have any questions, or if you want to see some stuff in detail, please don't hesitate to comment or ask some questions. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.